Former spirit detective Shinobu Sensui is in his final stage of opening a tunnel to Demon World and ending the human race. Current spirit detective Yusuke Urameshi is the only one who can stop him. In a cave deep below the city, the battle has been intense, but the gap between the detective's powers has proven too great. Just as Yusuke seemed to find a detour around Sensui's defenses, Sensui underwent a transformation, not of the body, but of the mind. He in fact has 7 different personalities. Kazuya, the cruelest and most violent of them all, has emerged to send Yusuke to a place he's been once before, his grave.
Get it, Koenma?
Just stay back.
Shut up, you little shit! No! Get that gun away from him, you whack job! We can't even help him! I can't take it!
But you don't have a choice. As you see, I haven't lied. This Spectre's belly is a separate reality and we are trapped inside. The only way to transfer out of it is through my power, which I'm sure you will never possess.
You traitor! What's that for? I'm gonna smash him!
Why don't you think a little? Itsuki's the only one who can free us. Kill him and we'll be trapped here.
Please, Sensui. Doesn't humanity have enough sins already?
This ain't a sin. It's just the first step in pushing justice and order into the universe. If it makes you feel better, we can call it capital punishment.
No! Don't do it!
There's nothing much I like better than brains on a wall.
In his head.
What's that?
Yusuke's spirit gun, there's no mistaking it. Must have fired the big one.
You think it was enough to have defeated Sensui?
I'd like to say so. A blast like that was enough to cut down Toguro at top strength. But Sensui's signal still feels the same, and after that shot, Yusuke will be as good as a toy pistol.
I didn't realize you still had so much energy left. You nearly caught me by surprise.
Yeah? Well, imagine my surprise, pal. I had a whole mental picture of what you'd look like as a heap of charcoal. The look really suited you, too.
No! Get up! Bad time for laughter, Sensui. Do you really think I'll let you go on like this one moment longer? I'm no human. I don't have their limitations. I'll stop you whatever the cost. Since I helped make you, I'll give you warning. Stop this plan before I am forced to act.
Help to make me? Yeah, you got no idea how right you are. It's just freaking hilarious. Can't get me if you don't know what I am.
What do you mean? I know you enough.
Nah, you know that goody two-shoes, Shinobu. But you don't got the smallest tip-off on me. So let me give you the first peek. Name's Kazuya, and Shinobu's taking a little nap right now, which was my idea. I show up when the other 6 can't handle it.
Hold on, the other 6?
That's right, it's a party in here. And don't get me wrong, some may rub me the wrong way, but we see enough in common. We all sprung this plan together. All 7 of us.
So that is what he meant. The thought Murota read from his mind was misinterpreted. By 7, we assumed he meant the psychics he recruited.
Let's dig a hole, each one of us. 7 graves will be a decent start.
We assumed Sensui cared for his team, but in truth, the 7 were his own personalities.
The psychics were expendable. He planned to be the sole survivor from the start.
That's correct. As his partner from the naive years, I'm the only one who realized, but I can take care of myself. It was the night of the raid when it began, when he learned his murders as humanity's defender could not be justified. guilt was too much for Shinobu, so Kazuya was created to take responsibility for these deplorable acts. Yet as the plan fermented, he saw violence would not be enough. He needed to recruit help through lies and manipulation. More sins Shinobu could not face. So Minoru appeared, the orator. And so it went. At every moral crisis that stood in the way of Sensui's plan, a new personality would be forged to do the work. It solved the paradox of how one can punish, if doing so requires you to commit the very same sins. This way his core soul could remain morally undefiled. Of the 7 personalities, one of them is a girl. She has a beautiful mind, capable of the most delicate and loving thoughts and poetry that I've ever heard spoken. She would talk to me in the dead of night, always crying, venting sorrows that, if not expressed, would have killed Sensui from a broken heart. Besides Shinobu, I favor her the most. Sometimes I think we're in love.
What are you saying? No, don't answer. I don't want to catch your crazy disease.
I don't doubt you, Kazuya. I honor your true existence, and I admit I can't relate with you. Call Shinobu. Please, I need to speak with him.
Hey, Shinobu. You awake yet? Shinobu! He's saying he don't want to talk to you. He's saying he hates you too much.
But he pays attention to what I say, doesn't he, Kazuya? Shinobu, listen to me. This isn't the answer you're seeking. It's not too late to stop.
Sorry, Princey, but you're wrong about that. The calming period is over. It's stabilized. Face it, little prince, we've all chosen our fate.
Then so have I.
The Mafuken, also known as the Conscious Ring or the Wicked Seal. When fully powered, it is the strongest defensive spell in all of Spirit World. For centuries, Koenma has transferred his spirit energy into his pacifier, the vehicle for his Mafuken spell, a precaution for darker times. When released, the Mafuken will create a Kakai barrier net to ensnare the encroaching enemy. Far more powerful than the Kakai Between Worlds, it specializes on demons and can even trap the S-Class with ease.
If I engage this Mafuken, it will first seal the precious tunnel that you poured your life into creating. Then I'll trap you inside the net, and you'll never move again. I've kept this thing between my teeth for most of my existence, giving it my spirit energy. It was for humanity's next dark day in a few hundred years. Yet you give me no choice but to use it now.
Well, you're just as stupid as Shinobu says. You can't use that fancy weapon on little old us. Who's gonna save the humans in that supposed dark time now?
We must handle each new dilemma as it comes to us. If your plan is allowed to continue, in a few hundred years there will be nothing left to save. This way your conspiracy will end. You're finished, Sensui, unless you plan to kill me.
My. You really ain't screwing around.
You should consult with your other sides. Are you really ready to be damned? Because surrender and torment are your own choices.
We'll chat it over.
If only I could rearrange the gears turning in your head. I don't want to use this on you. Please, return to the sensui you were. If there has ever been a human destined to be spirit detective, it was you. You were born with incredible powers, and an obsession for making things right and just. It was my fault. I was too eager to close the case. How could I not have known how you would react when you saw the darkest vices of man? When you realized your life's work of protecting humans from demons was not a crusade of pure justice, but a study in gray.
It is a war waged against evil, yet the evil is within. How else can I justify what I've done but to continue? Then shouldn't all humans die?
But there has never been a light that did not cast a shadow. Darkness, by its nature, must always be entwined with good. And I must take the burden for what you are now. I exposed you to that truth your idealistic mind can't understand. So, if you continue this battle for unearthly principles, if that's what you decide, then I will go with you. I'll trap myself in the net with you. Share the pain of being trapped without movement for eternity. It's the least I can do. Please, Shinobu, come around.
We've come to our choice. It's unanimous between all 7. We're continuing our plan. As soon as I kill you off.
I feared as much.
What the hell?
Huh?
Go!
Urameshi, what'd you do that for?
Guess he's recovered.
Idiot! Why did you interfere? Maybe I got a concussion. But the way I remember it, I'm the damn detective and this is my case to solve. If you go wasting away, Mr. Pacifier, that means I failed. Oh, it's nasty that it's covered in spit. Hey, you should thank Koenma. He bought me some time for some beauty sleep.
Right. I forgot you inherited that wench's spirit wave technique. Makes you a real good healer, don't it? Just don't give yourself a pat on the back.
Don't bother with the bull. Let's just get back to killing each other.
Don't be ridiculous. You're no match for him.
Give me back the Mafuken now! I'm trying to do this the nice way.
And what's the alternative? You gonna tie me up with your shirt?
Not exactly! Actually, it goes a little something like this! You have no idea how long I've waited to do that. Now it's just the way it should be. You and me. One of you in there said you didn't care about the tunnel now. Well, that's exactly how I feel. The world ends, the world survives, I don't friggin' care. All I care about is that you're beaten.
Well, that's awfully reassuring.
Yeah, considering he's our last hope, his priorities are a little skewed.
Your name's Kazuya, right? The guy with the gun? Well, go get me someone else.
Say what?
That's right, take your gravelly voice and run back to the biker bar. Show me the top man.
You're really a brainless bitch, aren't you? I'm out now because I do the sick work.
You don't get it. I can't waste time on you. You're too easy.
I'll blow your skull off!
I'm not hurt. I'm humoring you. Be nasty all you want. I don't care if you torture cute animals. That doesn't make you strong. Now show me your real leader.
No!
I want to beat your strongest side so I know it's done. You got it?
I can take him! I can...
Which freak am I talking to now?
My name is Shinobu. It's an honor to meet you. He's the true mastermind, right?
I guess I've never heard the real him until now.
My colleagues have told me so much about you, but at last we can be properly introduced. To be honest, this is the first time I've shown my face to anyone in months. The pleasure's mine.
What? This is like a prisoner tipping his executioner to get a clean cut.
No, he's gonna kill him! The pleasure's mine. Yusuke, may I have the arms and spare clothes?
It's so weird. I've never seen Mr. Sensui like this.
Yes, his countenance has changed from before. I dare say he sounds innocent.
That's because he is. In his reality, Shinobu has never committed a crime. He knows his other sides have done wrong, but he's separated from it, able to blame them and grieve for what they've done while realizing it's necessary. Such a complex side, I guess that's why I like him the most.
What? That doesn't make sense! If this side's so darn pure, how did he get away with hurting Urameshi? Not that it matters, just going by this new name can't make him any stronger, right? Don't worry, Urameshi! Whoever he says he is, it's all part of the same sensui. You can take him out!
I sensed it that first time I met him in the city. He's been hiding something. His curveball. And now I can tell. He's finally ready for the wind-up. Definitely something more than the rest of his peanut gallery. This is gonna be fun!
Be honest, are you still strong enough to face me?
A funny thing about that? I did a little power inventory, and it turns out I have exactly enough to cream your face into the wall.
Oh? You mean you really believe that's possible?
At last, Yusuke comes face to face with Shinobu, the original and purest personality in Sensui's fractured mind. What does Shinobu have that his other sides do not? And how can Yusuke defeat him with the tunnel's completion only minutes away?
2 words. Holy crap! I've been calling Sensui's secret a curveball, but Cannonball's more like it. And while the cave sides are giving me deep tissue back rubs, Koenma's powering up in ways we've never seen. Determined to unleash this Mafu-kan and spend the rest of eternity trapped with Sensui. But I won't let that happen. So while my team's stuck in a ghost stomach and thousands of demons count down to an all-you-can-eat dinner at the human buffet, I'm gonna show you moves you've never seen. Next time on Yu Yu Hakusho.
Exactly how I feel. This is my last and my most loving request. With a restless innocence, our hearts began to race. With one thing on our minds, we foolishly embraced. And now as twilight closes in, I see you from a distant place, and I wish for you that you'll ever need to be your best.